and welcome to Mo Wine, Mishaps, and More. I am your host, Chandra Savage. Welcome to the first episode of Season 3. I'm excited. I can't wait to try this wine with you. This evening, we are trying a 2019 Picpoul Pinet. Picpoul Pinet. It is from the Languedoc region of southern France. It is a white wine. It's my first time trying it with you. I'm excited. So let's get into it. So look at this wine. I want to show you from the background. See, it's like a pale yellow, but it has like a greenish tint to it. That's why I want it to be in, with a white background in back of me so you can see the wine, see it up close. It's a beautiful color. And what can you tell about this wine? What have I told you before? When you look at the wine and it's more of like a straw color. But this has a tint of green to it. So whenever there's some sort of like green tint to it, you know that it's going to be a younger style wine. So let's give it some air. I'm excited. Let's give it a good whiff. I love the color because it's preparing our palates for what we're about to taste. I love it. So let's give it a little sniff because the nose always knows. It's one of my favorite parts. So it's lovely. It's all citrus. It's all green apple, pineapple. There's some lemon in there, but there's also some type of like baking spice in there. I don't know. It's like there's a little spice in there. I can't pinpoint the spice, and it always annoys me when I can't pinpoint the spice. But I'm not the spice market. I don't know everything. So, I just want to smell it again. So it smells wonderful. And it smells fresh. It smells young. So already, my mouth is already watering. I want to try it. So let's take a sip. It's gorgeous. It's just really, really gorgeous. It's fresh. It's very like clear, but intense. Just mouthfeel is delicious. It's full bodied. It's got medium acidity, but nothing too crazy. Like, the tannins are prominent, but they're not like, smack you in your face. The body is gorgeous. It's really long finish. And it's full of fruit. There's like a little bit of minerality in it, and that is to be expected because in the Languedoc region, there's a lot of limestone. So a lot of the grapes are grown in limestone soil. So it's going to take on some of the characteristics of the soil, and that's where you're going to get the minerality in this wine. But it's beautiful. I can't believe I haven't had it before. And that's the beauty of wine, that you get to travel the world with your taste buds. It's one of the reasons why I got into wine. I absolutely adore it. So Picpoul, it has a little bite to it. So if you're not prepared, get prepared. There's some bite to it. But, while I was doing my research, Picpoul actually means like lip zinger. So it's like that little zzz in the wine. So it makes all the sense in the world. It's made from Picpoul, the Picpoul Blanc grape. And it's sort of like a small indigenous cluster of chateaus that have this wine, that create this wine. And so shout out to the French people, man. They know a little thing or two. I'm telling you. So, you know the drill. What would I pair with this wine? I can only think of seafood. Because I feel like the little the lip zipper, uh, would neutralize any of that very like robust sea salt, like a lot of sea salt, the taste of the sea, the freshness of the sea. I feel like it would minimalize it if you would pair this wine with some type of seafood dish, maybe some mussels, or I wouldn't have it with crab. I wouldn't do that. Maybe a lobster, some shrimp, something like that, or a mollusk. I would definitely, it would pair beautifully with this. The price point is awesome. It's $12.99. Excellent, excellent value. And if you are a wine lover, or it's becoming hot outside, everybody's going rosé, everybody's going lighter. But if you want to try a white wine that has more of a full body, more of a robustness to it, I would definitely try this Picpoul Pinet, excuse me. So yeah. So, what have you been up to since season 2 wrapped up? I want to tell you what I've been up to. I've been wrapping up the Wine Bars Volume 2 edition. It'll be on sale soon on my site. It'll be on my Buy Me a Coffee site at www.buymeacoffee.com/MoWine. They'll be up within the next week or two. The Wine Bars Volume 1, I've been getting a lot of excellent feedback on it. One of the reasons that I wanted to create the wine bars, because in the hip hop world, they're like, oh, spit 16 bars. And I'm like, I can't spit 16 bars. I'm not a rapper. But I can create a limerick or two to help you remember some of the characteristics of the wine that I am discussing in my podcast. So I can't wait for you to go purchase your Volume 1 or Volume 2 of Wine Bars. They're rhyming tasting cards. They're lots of fun. I put a lot of thought into it. I hope you get a lot of value out of it. And I'm going to see you next week, and we're going to have a super dope wine next week. But you have to be following me on Instagram so you can see the posts and know what we're going to be drinking next week. So if you found any value in tonight's episode, I want you to like, share, tell a friend to tell a friend, send it to 5 people, put the bat sign up, do all the things so we could get season 3 popping, so we can have an excellent, excellent season 3. I appreciate you. I'm glad to be back on the Blizzard. You see me in my Born Savage shirt. This is another one of my companies. It's my t-shirt brand because I'm only hustling for my last name and a little bit of the grape too. So I'll see you next week. Ciao a tutti!